Hi, my name is Mike Gary, and my company is Yardley Wealth Management. As part of my job, I'm a voracious consumer of news. I read multiple daily newspapers, and I have a lot of online news sources. And I've always loved to read, and I've always loved to read the newspaper. But it's important for my job to keep abreast of things and try to make sense. And as such, over the years, I've become fairly critical, and I look at articles to try to see the context or the choices that the editors and writers make to try to make better sense. There was an article recently in one of the major newspapers, and it was commenting on a poll, which is news, it's important. It said, while most people think their own personal finances are either excellent or good, they look at the economy as a whole as grim. And so that's news, I think, to try to figure out why that is so. And they interviewed three different people, all women. One was 30, and her income has doubled in the last couple of years, but she can't figure out why she can't get ahead. Another is 38. She makes a six-figure income, pays more in rent than my mortgage would cost in my house, and she says she can't figure out why she can't get ahead. And then a woman with about 50 who's a DoorDash driver, and that's her sole source of income. Well, that makes sense. In Southern California, which is a really expensive place to live. So I think the better story would be to go into detail on these three women and find out why they feel that way. Like I think personally, the DoorDash it's very easy for me to see why the DoorDash delivery driver would be struggling financially at any time if that's her only source of income, right? But the other two shouldn't be struggling. If you've just recently doubled your income, you should be able to figure things out. And again, the other lady had a six-figure income, and she pays $30,000 a year in rent. That could be a problem. Maybe there's a better place, but I think the story would be better if they went into more depth on what they're spending on instead of just asking them, and then asking their party affiliation and seeing what's going on.